What's up guys, Shea from Primetime Guitar here. Today I'm going to be doing my first installation in my 8-string guitar series. This is one of my favorite subjects as I absolutely love the extended range instruments. While this might not be the most fun lesson in the world, it's definitely going to be an important one. I'm going to go over all the 3-note per string major scales. We're going to be in the key of A, but this is something I wish I had when I first started playing the 8-string. I'm sure there's a lot more content on the internet now that they've been around and gained popularity, but I know at the time it was a little hard to find the scales and stuff I was looking for, and I wasn't too versed in music theory at the time either, so I didn't really know how to make them up or figure it out myself, or the order of whole steps and half steps and everything like that. But let's get right into it and have some fun. Just a little quickly before we hop into the lesson. Last week my computer died and I'm currently borrowing one. The camera app that I'm using on this computer seems to be freezing every time I hit the 3-minute mark when I'm trying to make a video. So I'll probably be stopping and editing basically between each scale that we go through. I swear I know them. I'm not just doing this, but this appears to be the only way that I'm going to get through it. That being said, we're going to jump right into it. So what this lesson is we're going to be looking at 3-note per string scales in the key of A Ionian, A major, and we are going to be looking specifically at the 8th, 7th, 6th, and 5th strings of it, or starting from each one of those strings. Jumping right into it off of the 8th string, we're going to start on the 3rd fret, the A. We're going to do 3, 5, 7. Followed by 3, 5, 7 on the B string as well. With this scale, especially the 8th, starting off of the 8th string, you're going to find that each pair of strings, they're going to have the same shape, finger shape behind it. So hopefully you'll catch on to that in just a couple minutes. So we have 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7 on the F sharp and the B. Next we're going to have 4, 5, 7 and 4, 5, 7 on the E and A. From there, we're going to do 4, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7 on the D and G, and 5, 7, 9 and 5, 7, 9 on the B and high E string. So all together, that's going to be alright, that's basically what that looks like for the 8th string, starting off of the 8th string. Next we're going to hop on over to a 7th string root. So looking at the A Ionian scale from the B string, we're going to start with our finger on the 10th fret. So this is going to look pretty similar to the one that we just did, as it is the same notes and a lot of the same shapes. It's going to start 10, 12, 14 on the B string, and 10, 12, 14 on the E string, 11, 12, 14 on the next two strings, the A and the D. From there we're going to hit the 11, 13, 14 on the G string. Because of the weirdly tuned B string, we're going to have to jump up a fret, so this one's going to be 12, 14, 15. And then after that we're going to do 12, 14, 16 on the high E. So what we have so far is so from there we're going to go back down to the 7th string. So that's our tonic, our root note, but just because we have that other extra string there, we're going to go down to that string, and that's going to be 14, 12, 10 as well. So that will give us the other notes of this scale on the lower one. So what we have is alright, that does it for the 7. Let's hop on to the 6th string root. The next logical step from there is going to be the A major or Ionian scale on the 6th string root. That's going to be the 5th fret on your E string. And it's going to be 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9 on the E and A strings. 4, 7, 9 and 4, 7, 9 on the next two strings, the D and the G. And then 7, 9, 10 on the next two strings. So what we've got so far. And then we're going to go down and catch the notes on the lower two strings. It's going to be 7, 9, 5 on the B and 8, 7, 5 on the F sharp. So altogether that's going to be. Alright, that's it for that one, and we're going to be on to the last part of the lesson. And looking at the last part for this lesson at least, we're going to do the A major scale from the A string. So we're going to be up on the 12th fret at the A, believe it or not. The shape is going to be 12, 14, 16 on the A and D strings. 13, 14, 16 on the G string. Move that up a fret because of the B string. So it's going to be 14, 15, 17, and then 14, 16, 17. So just from there what we've got is going back down, and just to show you the notes on the lower strings as well, it's going to be 16, 14, 12 on the E string, 15, 14, 12 on the B string, and 15, 14, 12 on the F sharp. So the whole thing is Alright, so that does it, pretty much it for the scale shapes. Cool, so that is it for the actual shapes of this lesson. Like I mentioned earlier, I think this is really important to learn, and I really wish that I had it when I was starting out. Just someone to break down the scale shapes for you slowly and carefully. I think that helps out a lot, and it would have helped me out a lot when I was starting, especially because I didn't really know music theory, but I was trying to get into it and trying to get better and shred harder, basically. That being said, if you've got the scale down, but maybe don't know how to use it or what to do with it or what it means, shoot us a comment, email, anything like that. We can do a music theory lesson, pretty much explaining what to do with it, where you can use it, everything like that. Definitely helpful, but if not, hopefully just the shapes work and that'll get you playing in no time. That being said, make sure to subscribe to our channel, as we're always uploading more sweet videos and trying to do them the best that we can. You can find us on Facebook at just Primetime Guitar. Should be one of the first things that pop up. It does for me anyways. But I think that's it. Hopefully this helped out a lot, and I will see you on the next lesson.